Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. BJP leaders meet Karnataka Governor Vajubhai Vala in Bengaluru amid political crisis in the state. 10 rebel MLAs moved the Supreme Court, alleging the Assembly Speaker is deliberately not accepting their resignations. Rajya Sabha adjourned till 2 p.m. following uproar over Karnataka impasse. CBI conducting searches at 12 locations in Uttar Pradesh in 2 separate cases related to alleged illegal mining. NIA attaches residential house of arrested separatist leader Asiya Andrabi on outskirts of Srinagar in connection with terror funding case. India's Dutee Chand bags gold medal in 100-meter event at World Universiade in Italy. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, rain marred first semi-final between India and New Zealand to continue in Manchester today. Cloudy day with showers predicted. A BJP delegation is meeting Karnataka Governor Vajubhai Vala in Bengaluru amid the political crisis in the state. Party leader Arvind Limbavali told reporters after the Legislative Party meeting yesterday that the BJP leaders will ask the governor to intervene as the government has lost majority and request the Assembly Speaker to accept the resignation letters of the MLAs without delay. The delegation is also scheduled to meet the Speaker. The political activities took a new turn as the Speaker said only 5 of the 14 resignations by MLAs of the ruling Congress-JDS alliance are in the right format. He said 8 MLAs whose formats were found incorrect have been asked to resubmit the resignation letters. BJP MLAs held dharna in front of the Mahatma Gandhi statue in the Secretariat building today, seeking resignation of Chief Minister Kumaraswamy. Several state BJP leaders, including former Deputy Chief Minister K.S. Ishwarappa, took part in the protest led by State Party President B.S. Yediyurappa. Talking to reporters, Mr. Yediyurappa said the Chief Minister should resign as 14 Congress and JDS MLAs and 2 independents have withdrawn their support. Speaking on the Legislative Assembly session starting from Friday, he said the state government cannot convene a session as it has lost majority. Congress leader D.K. Shivkumar reached Mumbai early this morning to meet the rebel MLAs at a hotel where they are staying, but he was denied permission by police. The MLAs have written to the Mumbai Police Commissioner citing threat to their lives. More from our correspondent.
Even as the Mumbai police have imposed Section 144 in the Powai area where Hotel Renaissance is situated, Congress leader D.K. Shivkumar continued to wait outside the hotel along with his close aide. Shivkumar was earlier in the day denied permission inside the hotel, even though he said that he wants to talk to the MLAs and added that he will not leave without meeting the MLAs. Massive police presence is seen outside the hotel where a group was seen shouting, "Shivkumar, go back." There are also talks that Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy is likely to visit the hotel to pacify the rebel MLAs. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
Meanwhile, 10 rebel MLAs moved the Supreme Court today with a plea alleging that the State Assembly Speaker has been deliberately not accepting their resignations. A bench headed by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi took note of the submission of senior advocate Mukul Rohatgi, appearing for the rebel MLAs, and assured that it will see whether their petition can be listed for an urgent hearing tomorrow. The political situation in Karnataka continued to disrupt proceedings in the Rajya Sabha today. The House was first adjourned till 12 p.m. as Congress members trooped into the well after Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu denied permission to Congress member Anand Sharma to raise the issue. When the House met again at noon, the scene was no different and it was adjourned till 2 p.m. In the Lok Sabha as well, Congress members created ruckus over the issue and trooped into the well raising slogans. Members from DMK, SP, NCP and others were also on their feet. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi said Congress is unable to manage its house, which is why it is accusing the centre. When Mr. Joshi was responding, members from Congress, DMK and TMC staged a walkout protesting the issue. The Lok Sabha is scheduled to resume debate on the union budget post-lunch today. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is expected to reply to the debate. Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Personnel, Public Grievances, Law and Justice has examined the issue of simultaneous elections to Lok Sabha and State Legislative Assemblies elections. In a written reply in the Lok Sabha today, Law and Justice Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said the committee has given certain recommendations in this regard in its 79th report after consultation with various stakeholders, including the Election Commission of India. The minister said the matter now stands referred to the Law Commission for further examination. The government has absolute right to retire government officials prematurely on the ground of lack of integrity, ineffectiveness in public interest. In a written reply in the Lok Sabha, the Minister of State for Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, Dr. Jitendra Singh said as per disciplinary rules, the government has the right to proceed against corrupt officials on the basis of available evidence. He informed that during the period between July 2014 and May 2019, a total number of 36,756 Group A officials, 82,654 Group B officials have been reviewed under Fundamental Rules 56 and other provisions. He said actions under the rules have been recommended against 125 Group A and 187 Group B officials. The government is providing huge concession to fertilizer factories for providing subsidized fertilizers to farmers for agriculture purpose. Chemicals and Fertilizers Minister D.V. Sadananda Gowda said this while launching Phase 2 of the direct benefit transfer of fertilizer subsidy in New Delhi today. He said sale of all subsidized fertilizers to farmers and buyers is made through point-of-sale devices installed at each retailer shop.
It has been implemented across the states, including union territories, as early as March 2018. And now fertilizers are sold at subsidized rate to the farmers through point-of-sale devices installed at each retail shop, and all the beneficiaries are identified through Aadhaar card, Kisan credit card, or voter ID, etc.
News just in, the meeting between BJP delegation and Karnataka Governor has ended. Speaking to media persons after submitting a memorandum to the Governor, State BJP President B.S. Yediyurappa has reiterated his demand of seeking the resignation letter of Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, whose government, he said, has lost majority. The National Fish Farmers' Day is observed today. The day is commemorated in remembrance of scientists Dr. K.H. Alikurni and Dr. H.L. Chaudhary, who had invented induced breeding technology on this day in 1957. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. The CBI is conducting searches at 12 locations in Uttar Pradesh today in 2 separate cases related to alleged illegal mining. The searches are taking place in Bulandshahr, Lucknow, Fatehpur, Azamgarh, Allahabad, Noida, Gorakhpur, Devariya, among others. One case has been registered against Abhay Singh, the then district magistrate in Fatehpur, who is now the DM of Bulandshahr. Cash of around 47 lakh rupees has been recovered from his premises. Another case has been registered against Vivek, the then DM Devariya. Cash of around 10 lakh rupees has been recovered from the premises of Devi Sharan Upadhyay, then ADM Devariya. The National Investigation Agency NIA today attached the residential house of separatist leader Asiya Andrabi in Saura area on the outskirts of Srinagar. The action came in connection with the terror funding case investigation. The house has been attached under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Asiya Andrabi, who is currently lodged in Tihar jail, heads the separatist group Dutee Chand. The house is registered in the name of Andrabi's mother-in-law in the state revenue records. According to the order, the investigation agency has reason to believe that the property was used by the Dutee Chand for terror activities. The Delhi High Court today dismissed a petition challenging the Aam Aadmi Party government's proposal to make metro ride free for women. A bench, headed by Chief Justice D.N. Patel, declined to entertain the plea, saying there is no substance in it, and imposed a cost of 10,000 rupees on the petitioner. Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Rajiv Kumar today said India and Russia are working together to give further push to the country's economic growth. Speaking at the second India-Russia Strategic Economic Dialogue in New Delhi, Mr. Kumar said India is looking to expand its relationship with Russia to a qualitatively higher level with deeper economic cooperation and exchange of ideas. Deputy National Security Advisor Pankaj Saran said frequent meetings between Indian and Russian leaderships have translated into positive political relations. A UNESCO delegation led by Director UNESCO New Delhi, Mr. Eric Falt, has presented State of the Education Report for India 2019, Children with Disabilities, to Vice President Venkaiah Naidu in New Delhi. Mr. Naidu said there is a need to promote inclusive education and hoped that the government will positively consider suggestions made in the report as inputs to the new national policy on education being currently debated. In Meghalaya, people are reaping the benefits of the government's largest health insurance scheme, Ayushman Bharat. The Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana was launched to reduce the financial burden on poor and vulnerable groups and ensure their access to quality health services. Our Shillong correspondent has filed this report.
In Meghalaya, almost 10 lakh citizens have already registered under the centre's Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. The enrollment drive for the scheme is running smoothly. State Health and Family Welfare Minister A.L. Heck informed that the target of the scheme is to cover more than 8 lakhs households in the state with the exclusion of government employees. Over 13,000 patients in the state have applied for claim settlement and over 10 crore rupees has been paid for the patients. Samir Verma for AIR News, Shillong.
In Sri Lanka, the annual festival at historic Kataragama Temple attracts devotees from all faiths. The fortnight-long festival began last week and is joined by people all over Sri Lanka and abroad. Our Colombo correspondent has filed this report.
Thousands of devotees from all over Sri Lanka flock to the holy shrine of Kataragama in south during this month for annual festival. The place finds mention in Skand Puran and is popular for centuries-old Hindu temple of Lord Kartika, known locally as Kataragama Devio. People walk for weeks together to commit themselves for the blessing, with many coming from Jaffna in north, located more than 400 kilometers away. Kataragama is a multi-religious city as it contains a mosque within the temple complex and a Buddhist temple nearby, considered to be one of the 16 main places of Buddhist pilgrimage in Sri Lanka. Santosh Kumar for AIR News from Colombo.
India's Dutee Chand has clinched a gold medal in the 100-meter dash event at the World Universiade at Napoli in Italy. The 23-year-old sprinter clocked 11.32 seconds as she led the race from start to finish.
The Indian going very quickly at the moment. Chand, now the fastest woman in India, is going to take gold at the Universiade. And Dutee Chand of India has become a world champion, a Universiade champion. Fabulous racing.
With the gold, Dutee has become the first Indian woman track and field athlete to win the coveted yellow medal at the event. She is also now only the second Indian sprinter to win a gold in a global event after 19-year-old Hima Das. In the ICC Cricket World Cup, the first semi-final between India and New Zealand will continue at Old Trafford in Manchester today after rain yesterday forced play to go into the reserve day. The Kiwis will resume play at the score of 211 for 5 in 46.1 overs at 3 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Mixed weather conditions have been forecast for Manchester today with sunny intervals and some showers. If a 20 overs per side match is not completed even today, India will book a place in the final as they had higher number of points in the group stage. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. BJP leaders meet Karnataka Governor Vajubhai Vala in Bengaluru amid political crisis in the state. 10 rebel MLAs move the Supreme Court, alleging the Assembly Speaker is deliberately not accepting their resignations. Rajya Sabha adjourned till 2 p.m. following uproar over Karnataka impasse. CBI conducting searches at 12 locations in Uttar Pradesh in 2 separate cases related to alleged illegal mining. NIA attaches residential house of arrested separatist leader Asiya Andrabi on outskirts of Srinagar in connection with terror funding case. India's Dutee Chand bags gold medal in 100-meter event at World Universiade in Italy. And with that, we end the midday news.